Hi, everyone. Okay, so today I have a really unexpected podcast, and I'm so happy that it's going to be aired. It is with Kamal Mamedov.
Smashed it.
Have I?
Smashed
We've been
it.
practicing. We've been practicing. So Kamal is staying in our hotel, and he's an influencer, consultant, gym enthusiast, and he's going to tell us 100 more things that he does. But this is completely an unexpected podcast where we were just
We
like,
met 5 minutes ago.
yeah, we've literally met 5 minutes ago. We were like chatting in the lobby. It was like, shall we have a coffee? And I said, oh, do you have time for a podcast? Well, should we do it tomorrow? I'm busy tomorrow. I'm like, let's just go now. So here we are.
Perfect.
I love it. This
How
is
things
real
happen.
hotel life.
This is a live. Oh, this is us meeting live.
Yeah, literally. I love it. I love it. I love it. So come out, tell me, and the listeners, who are you?
Such
What
a
do you
record.
do?
So I actually got invited to do a completely separate podcast for a lady called
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth Friedrich Crossroads, which I've been on as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then
And
you
it's a
guys
great podcast. I love it.
yeah, I've
She's
listened
got
to a
some
few
great
episodes.
guests. I mean, obviously, because I was on it too.
Yeah, obviously you're the best guest. And then you guys have kindly invited me to stay at your hotel as well, which is great, by the way.
Oh, are you enjoying it?
The views are awesome.
Have
And
you been to the gym?
been to the gym, which surprised me as well. Actually, there's quite a few bits of kit. The thing that I love the most about this hotel, and this is going to sound really rogue, is the shower pressure. I think I've
There you
stayed in some
go.
very nice hotels and some world-class hotels, but the shower pressure was very weak. You guys have the best shower pressure
You know,
for hotels.
I have some I was at English boarding school, and my amazing besties from the UK, they come out most years to visit, and a lot of them stay in the hotel, and they just make me laugh so much. I mean, you know, British sense of humor. They're like, oh, St. Raphael's the best. The lifts are really fast.
They're
They're like,
fast.
we hate waiting for lifts. And they're like, yeah, that's what they tell me.
That's a
And they're
good
like, and the
point.
shower pressure. And I'm like, that is the two most random things I've ever heard complimented about a hotel. But there you have it.
These things really matter.
These things matter. They
And
remember
you don't
them.
think they do
No.
until you actually experience them, and you're like, oh, you know what? This is what I've been
Yeah.
missing my entire life.
I love it. I
So
love
great
it.
work, guys.
So, okay, so tell us. Tell us about you
What do I do?
from the beginning. No, but I want about you as well.
Oh, okay.
Baby Kamal.
Baby Kamal really used to not do much, actually.
Yeah,
Used to hang
suck your
around home.
thumb.
Yeah, suck my thumb probably, yeah. So baby Kamal moved to England when he was about 12 years old
Yeah,
with family and
from Azerbaijan.
from Azerbaijan. Yeah. Beautiful country.
And yeah, your parents moved there.
Yeah, so when I was young, my parents actually broke up. So my mother met my stepdad, who I love the most, really great man. So they got married, moved to the UK when I was 12. Yeah, been in the UK since then, but
In
traveled around the
London.
world. Yeah, near
Mm.
London, Ipswich, place called Ipswich.
Oh, Ipswich.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
have
my
you heard of Ipswich?
husband. Yeah, one of my best friends at university is from Ipswich,
Brilliant.
and my husband's auntie lived there. His cousins grew up there. They went to school there.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry to hear that.
Ah, no, they had a laugh. They liked it. Yeah.
It's a nice place, actually.
Yeah.
It's a very nice
Mm.
small town. So I built a gym there and some businesses. My business journey kind of started in Ipswich.
Okay, amazing.
But I've been,
So what
traveling
age
around the
were
world.
you when you built your gym there?
That's a great question. What a throwback! It's actually started off as a sports massage therapy unit.
Okay.
Me and my best friend at college, we've been looking for a place where we can massage from. I approached a place where I did work experience, which was a gym, like a martial arts studio. So I approached them and I said, "Hey, do you guys have any space for us?" And they said, "Actually, we do." I was like, "Oh my God, no way! This is great!" So I called up my best friend and I was like, "Bro, we found it. We've got the place." So we moved into the massage place there. I think we would have been maybe 19 years old.
Amazing.
So yeah, grew from there, took over the gym, and then
And then you took over that gym.
we took over that gym about
Wow.
a year later. But the gym was actually quite small, so we
Mm.
outgrew it very quick, and we moved into the larger location.
Yeah.
And then during that time, I think my marketing journey that is kind of where it started there, because we're trying to figure out how do we get customers. And then I realized that most of people have started to spend their time online. That's where Instagram was really popping off.
Mm.
When we're opening our second gym, the TikTok thing was popping off as well. This
Yeah.
was lockdown time. Everyone's doing TikTok dances, but you could see it gained so much traction, so much attention. So I did my
I
best to
really
figure out that
missed out
platform.
on that TikTok thing. I think I don't know
It's not
if
too
I
late.
was that bit. No. I now I'm on it with all my 1,000 followers, but
Hell
I've
yeah,
just got on it. And yeah, my 12-year-old had to get me into it. How embarrassing.
amazing.
She's like, "Mummy, like no one's
It's
on."
time.
Yeah, like honestly, Mummy. And she's like, "But you better not post anything that's embarrassing to my friends." So yeah.
The young ones pick it up fast. They
Mm.
pick it up first, and then the rest of us follow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok's really interesting. There's But yeah, I think it's great for any business. Every business is a media
Hmm.
business.
Do
So
you prefer TikTok to Insta or the other way? Because I follow you on Insta.
you do. Thank
Yes.
you.
There you go. I
TikTok,
comment sometimes and I like.
I appreciate it.
There you go.
I see it. I see the love. Uh, yeah, I mean, I like both. I like
Yeah.
both. Slightly different algorithms on
Yeah.
both
Very
platforms.
different. It's insane.
Yeah. How'd you
Yeah.
find it? Would you guys post on?
What no, okay, so from my personal, like I'm definitely, I mean, I'm much bigger on Insta,
Hmm.
and then, but we can post the same thing on Insta and TikTok, and then TikTok will get way more views
Mm.
with like less followers. It's amazing how the algorithms work and how different it is. Um,
Well, let me break
yeah.
that down. So algorithms are just people. So
Mm.
it's just the reward system is, have you entertained people in the right context?
Yeah,
For
but
instance,
it's different people or or the same people looking for different things on different
yeah,
platforms.
exactly that. Exactly.
That's
You
what,
wouldn't go
yeah.
on LinkedIn to get
Well,
entertained.
exactly. And then and LinkedIn, the growth is huge. I mean, I actually like LinkedIn. Is that embarrassing? But I used to hate
Very
it.
millennial of you.
But yes, but I love it. And I post on LinkedIn, but I post different things.
Hmm.
And I always tell people you can be the same person, but you wouldn't go to a party wearing your business suit,
Hmm.
and you wouldn't go like hang out with your family in,
Great
I don't know, a
analogy.
party outfit. So you're the same person, but where do you show up on each? What are you
Mm.
wearing? So like your business, yeah, all the businessy stuff is on LinkedIn, and then the algorithms go. They're massive. It grows. The growth is amazing.
Hmm.
So I actually love LinkedIn. Facebook is more community. You don't grow so much, but no one's there like waiting to unfollow.
Hmm.
Whereas, Insta, you're like every time you post like a test, there's all these people and they're like, not so great, unfollow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're bastards or they're just
Heartbreaking.
wait. Yeah. Or you're just like, oh, and then, oh, that like it. And you get like 500 more followers
Hmm.
for one thing. But yeah, it's crazy. I just think it's more fickle. It's more like being at a 14-year-old's party.
Ooh, haven't heard that analogy before. That's quite. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very volatile for sure, for sure. But I
Definitely.
think being congruent to the platform and also what kind of page you have. For instance, if somebody, let's just say you make a really good latte, and or you posted a video of you making a really great latte. It
Mm.
was really ASMR like. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed watching it. And then if I went on your page and I didn't see any more videos of you making lattes, I would not follow.
Yeah.
Or similarly, if you made latte videos for the last 30 days and then suddenly started making videos about hotels or cats,
Mm.
then again, people would unfollow because they
Mm.
came to you for a
Yeah. For
reason.
that reason. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think it's understanding your audience and figuring out
Mm.
why they're there in the first place. And
Mhm.
if you do feel compelled to post a different kind of content, I would always advise friends, clients to just start a new page, start a
Mm.
completely different theme page, because it's going to take so long. You would undo so much of the good work that you would have done the month before, telling the algorithm what kind of
Yeah.
audience to attract, that you're just going to undo all that work by posting different content.
What's the oh, I forgot his name now. Is it James something? He's like massive in the UK. Um he like talks really like this and he's all about sports and fitness.
James Smith?
Is it? And he's huge. He's been
Mm.
on Diary of CEO
Yeah, yeah, cool guy. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, he just posts about fitness, what to do, but he kind of takes a piss but then gives advice.
Yeah, James Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, he came out a few months ago and he's like, you know what? I'm bored of posting about this. I've been posting about it for years.
Hmm.
I'm a dad now. I'm interested in different things. And you know what? If you don't like it, unfollow me. I'm cool with that.
Hmm.
Bye guys. And yeah, just stop posting. And I actually think, well, why not? You're a big enough brand on your own.
Yeah, yeah.
Still be yourself. And yeah.
And he recently changed his name from James Smith PT to James Smith, just to change
Yeah.
that identity as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Mm,
move.
yeah. Yeah. Because I think there is a space on social media. I think I struggled with that for a long time about branding and like yeah, okay, I'm a hotelier, so I'll do that, but then on the other hand I'm a mum, and then I love my vegan food, and so it
Mm,
was all different and I had different things. And then I think, and to be honest, I grew much more on Insta when I just said, you know what, screw it,
mm,
I'm, let's say, my personal brand and I do all of these things,
hmm.
and if you like it, great. If not, yeah, if you just want
But
recipes, go somewhere else, or if you
yeah.
just want mum jokes, go somewhere else. If you just want business, I just put everything now.
Mm.
And then at least I think the people who do stick with me to follow,
It's a
then
deeper
they
connection.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's more
Yeah.
horizontal than vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that vertical, horizontal. Good analogy.
It's good to have those different
Yeah.
verticals though. It's,
Yeah.
have your main page, where you post about all the things that you care about. It's
Yeah.
like a brand bouquet, right? All the things that
Yeah.
you care about. So the hotels, the being a mom, latte, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have your separate page, which is a business. So
Yeah.
treat your personal
Yes.
brand as whatever you want, but
Exactly.
treat your
Yeah.
business page as a business.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. So you started your gym and then you got into marketing and then where did you go from there?
So marketing was just initially it was just a way for me to get customers for the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to get fascinated with the psychology of buyer's behavior and just read every book under the sun about that. And it just opened up my world into more content marketing, then consulting, working with some really cool brands,
Mm.
and it just kind of evolved from there. But I think
Mm-hmm.
most of my growth happened when I left a small town that I was in to serve larger clients in maybe US or Europe. So I think there's a
So
lot.
one minute you left Ipswich and you went to
Well,
London. Where?
still
Where?
lived in Ipswich, so that
Okay.
was my main base. But I traveled around the world to see different
Okay.
clients, and then as it becomes a network effect. Once you meet one great client,
So you
who
started doing basically marketing consultancy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually can't remember how that evolved. I think I just
Yeah.
ran some ads for a company once, and then they
Wow.
performed really well, made them loads of money, and I was like, oh, it turns out you get paid when you make other people money as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
That's
kind
so
of
nice. And you did that alone or with your partner?
that was myself. That was
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then eventually, so the agency evolved from uh, being an ads agency
Mm-hmm.
where we spend clients' ad spend to more of an organic content marketing agency.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that was because I'd noticed that we'd spend maybe £50,000 of our clients' ad spend, and it would do really well. We'd get them 4 or 5 ROAS, so the return on ad spend was pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
But once those ads stop, so does the money. So you have to keep investing money
Mm.
into making those videos pop off
Mm-hmm.
again. Whereas with the TikTokification, how you pronounce it,
Ah,
of the
love
world,
it.
and the social media growth on the organic side of things, you can make a video today, which is going to keep popping off for months ahead.
Mm.
So we try to figure out how can we make this a lot more evergreen for our clients.
Yeah.
How can they make more money like 6 months ahead,
Mm.
or let's just say they stop working with us in Q1, Q2 they can still reap the rewards of working with us in Q1.
Mm. Okay. And then how do you cope with the changing algorithms and because that like you might do something that's really working and then 6 months later it's something completely different. You're still working with those clients. You've got to do something new. You've got to like reinvent the wheel to keep it
Yeah,
going.
that's a great question. How do you stay on top of the algorithms? I
Mm.
think again, just changing your mindset from it being an algorithm, which is this very unrelatable thing, to
Mm-hmm.
turning it more into it's a person. It's a
Yeah.
person watching your videos,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just competing with other people who are also
Mm.
posting videos.
Mm.
So as long as you're providing some sort of value consistently, then I think you're good,
Yeah.
whether it's entertainment or education.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to be said for example, Instagram or TikTok. They're both very trend friendly. So uh, one way that you can kind of stay on top of the algorithm, if you like, is if you stay on top of trends. If you see that there's a sound that you've heard in the last 10 videos
Mm-hmm.
that you really liked, maybe
Yeah.
use that sound for your next video.
Yeah.
Or if
It's
there's a
true.
trend that people started doing or a dance you can go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then how do you balance? I mean, as you said, it's education and entertainment. So, I mean, we all know the funny, like they do really well, but then not every business wants to do funny or can do that. It doesn't match. And then education, yeah, for some people they can, or some businesses. How do you then gauge, okay, well, for different clients, this will work better, or we'll do a bit of both?
Mm.
Yeah. What do you do there?
So another really great question, because a lot of clients who, let's just say they're FCA regulated, that
Mm-hmm.
they're in financial world. For example, some we're talking about the work that one of our team members did with BlackRock, and it's a financial institution. There's only so much you can say, but they're
Mm,
still on Instagram. And
yeah.
if you're going to do something on social media, you have to make it entertaining. Nobody cares how many uh, you know they don't care about FCA regulations. But they do care about is people, and you have to
Mm,
find a way. How can you relate to the people that are watching your videos? The fastest way to turn people off is just to post a picture that you've edited on Canva of some statistics. Nobody goes on Instagram to read a statistic,
yeah.
but they do go on there just to find something that's relatable or entertaining. So
Mm-hmm.
I think any advice I can give to anyone, whether you're a lawyer, a solicitor, whether you're in finance, whatever it is, a very serious business, still find a way to be relatable.
Mm,
So, for example, the video that the job with BlackRock was to create a video of their team
Mm.
and what's their day in life like.
Yeah.
They don't have to disclose any of the clients' accounts. They don't have to
Yeah.
talk about anything that they're doing. They just say, got to the office at this time. This is what, we did
Mm.
during the day. This is the latte I had.
It's difficult for some. I mean, I say that my husband's a lawyer, but I know many people. I mean, I'm okay in front of a camera.
Hmm.
I was laughing earlier. I did, one podcast, someone else, I looked terrible, but I'm like, okay, who cares? Like, I don't take it that seriously.
Hmm.
I really think if someone stays up late at night, you know, zooming
Zooms
in
in, yeah.
to look at me and how I look, I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for them. So yeah, it really doesn't bother me. But for other people, they're like, they're
Mm-hmm.
very camera shy. They feel very conscious. So they might be an accountant or a lawyer. And the
Mm-hmm.
obvious thing would be, okay, this is the day in the life of, this is what I do. This is why accountancy is important. But they don't want to be in front of that camera.
Mm-hmm.
So then they can't post about their clients. They're too shy to post about them. So then it gets to like factual or, as you said, maybe less entertaining, but more about education. So why is accountancy important?
Mm.
Maybe what new regulations have come up, but again, not stats. It's difficult for
You
them
could,
to
but
find.
or you could if you're an
Yeah,
accountant, the most I guess entertaining video that you can do for clients and just to show that you can provide value is how to write off your lunch as a business owner.
yeah,
That's
yeah. To
something
give
useful. It's a
things like
catchy
that.
enough title.
Yeah,
So if you provide some value, they might be insane.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if I'm a business owner and I watch that, I'm like, oh wow, I've just learned something from this guy.
yeah.
I'm much more likely to come to him for advice rather than the person who just posted a Canva photo of some tax
Exactly.
regulation
Yeah. Oh,
because it's
yeah.
relatable. He
Of a
understands.
computer
Yeah,
or a calculator.
exactly.
Like what we do. Yeah. It's so true. I know that can't remember her name, someone in the UK. She's a realtor,
Hmm.
but she just posts about like how the rich save money.
Exactly.
That's
And
the
it still
thing.
drives traffic to the
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, 100%. She's like, she'll even, like the other day, she was like, why do the rich send their children to private school? Well,
Hmm.
so they mix with other kids from rich families. And she was like, this is the real thing. Nobody wants to say it, but here you go. Blah, blah. And her things are interesting, a bit funny.
And it's great because a
Yeah.
lot of rich people would have watched that and they
Yeah.
can afford the houses as
Yeah.
well. I think
Exactly.
there's a lot to be said for shooting or releasing a video that's going to go viral,
Mm,
knowing full well that let's just say you get 1 million views on a video,
mm,
990,000 of them are not going to care about your product or service. They just
mm.
watched it because it was viral for some reason.
Yeah. But you
But there
need
might
that
be,
one.
yeah, all you need is just that one person who's going to convert as a client, and then that's it. You've got your ROI friendly.
Oh my God. One of my favorite stories, and I cannot remember the name. I was trying to tell Mary, my PA, the other day. Um, I think it was some guy did the matchmaking in the States. It was
Hmm.
the biggest matchmaking service at the time. I mean, this is like probably 20 years ago or 10 years ago. And he put everything he had into YouTube videos,
Hmm.
and literally mortgaged his house, like you name it, to produce these amazing videos. And he got 12 views. So you can imagine. But one of the views of those 12 was Oprah Winfrey, who was on
Wow.
her plane, and her assistant said, Oprah, I just found this guy on YouTube. He looks really interesting. Wouldn't
Hmm.
you think that's like an interesting topic? He's doing this service. She was like, get in touch, let's get him on the show. And that was it. And he became a multi millionaire.
Love that.
His thing went, massive,
You
so
just never know who's going
successful.
to watch it.
You just never know. So you might say, oh, that didn't do well, but
Absolutely.
you never know in life.
But you are going to miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So you might as well just
Mm.
show up in
Yeah,
some way, shape, or form.
exactly. Absolutely.
And back to the boring businesses, there's I think the biggest hack that I can probably give you guys, go on TikTok, type in whatever terminology that you're trying to look for. Let's just say accounting. Type
Hmm.
it into TikTok and then change the filters to like count. So it's going to bring up all the videos that have been most liked on TikTok, the most viewed on TikTok.
Hmm.
And then just watch the last 50 that have been created and figure out what's the most common denominator between them all and just recreate those videos
I love that. There
in
you
your own
go.
way.
You heard it here first. So tell us about your Instagram is a very funny page, your personal one. I love it.
Thank you.
Makes me laugh. And then also you want to watch it. It's like, okay, because you give the little text like of what you're gonna do, and then you do something fun. And a lot of it is kind of teasing women in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that kind of
but in a
evolved
cute way,
actually. Yeah.
not in a derogatory. Yeah,
No,
or
we draw the line in some places.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or there was one where you were holding the hand of some of the guys who thought they
Oh,
were
hand
holding.
holding one.
Yeah,
So funny story
that
about
was
that
so
video
funny.
actually.
Yeah.
The way that happened was one of in the comment section you see the names pop up, and sometimes you see one person comment more than once.
Mm.
And there's a guy called I think his Instagram name was Who's Adam Smith. It's a gentleman called Adam Smith, and he commented, inviting me to an event in Norfolk, which was just down the road from my gym. And initially, I didn't really respond and make anything of it because you get 10,000 comments a day, so it's really
Yeah.
hard to kind of filter those out.
Yeah.
But I saw that comment come up more than once, and I started to respond, and I said, "Okay, DM me the details, and we'll figure out where to go from there." It turned out to be a really great conversation. We actually went to the event, and he invited me down, um, and we did a little project collaboration together, and yeah, we held some hands at his event and
Yeah.
performed really well. I think we got maybe across the platforms around 5 or 6 million views on that video,
Wow.
which is
Yeah.
again great exposure, great reputation for with fitness events, for example. I think one of the big barriers to entry is there's going to be some really fit people there, and if
Mm.
there's fit people, they might be intimidating.
Yes.
So my job as a creator in that situation was to make sure that every single guy who's in that video looks approachable, looks friendly. So yeah, we picked out the best people we could, and
Well, I'd
everyone
hope so.
responded really well.
Otherwise, you might have had a fist in your face.
Probably wouldn't have posted that.
Have you ever had one of your like jokes backfire?
mm, you know,
Like
I
taking
wish,
the dumbbells from a woman who's about to work out
and then
and
she
her just
just,
lost her shit. Yeah.
I just wish that happened. I
Oh
really
my
wish it did. It
goodness.
hasn't happened yet.
I can introduce you to my sister. That would happen.
Bring her down. Bring her down. Let's not tell her. Let's set her up. Let's set your
Let's set
sister
her
up.
up. She doesn't really listen to HR Talk, so we could do it. She's
Perfect.
180 though. She's tall.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring my heels. We'll figure something out.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, I can imagine like, because do you get nervous before them sometimes or no? You're just like,
So
are you just sure it's all going to go well? Or do you sometimes think, oh,
here's the truth about this. Is the first time I've said this live. The truth about majority of the videos that you see on social media are fake.
yeah.
So majority of my pranks that you see online, this is a viewer exclusive. You guys are literally the first people to hear this.
Ooh,
Majority of them are actually skits.
okay.
And the reason I did that way is because I heard, I was speaking to a few creators in my field, people who had billions of views. And I was like, what, how are you doing this? How are you managing to get such great, how is it that every single video that you have has the best possible reactions?
Hmm.
And it's because they're all fake. And if they are fake, it means that you can control the narrative entirely. For
Yeah.
example, to break everyone's heart again, I hope this doesn't ruin anything for you guys.
Ruin it. Everyone's
Uh,
like, unfollow, unfollow, unfollow.
Feel free to unfollow, but
You're
at least you know the
fake.
secret.
Yeah.
At least you know the truth.
Yeah. For
Um,
everyone, not just your account. I mean, we're talking about everyone's. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's. Yeah,
Yeah.
every creator that you see out there, majority of
Look,
them,
we had the PR of Paris Hilton on this show,
brilliant.
and
You know what's up.
and no, and I was like, "Come on, tell us honestly." And Laura was really sweet. I was like, "We've all heard that her voice is fake." That she was like, "Paris is one of the nicest women ever. She is intelligent as you can imagine."
Hmm.
And she's like, "Yeah, everything on the it's all put on. It's all
It has to be.
about
You're
yeah,
a brand.
yeah, your
Yeah,
brand.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is. I can't remember where we're going with this. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the hand holding one, for
Mm.
example. Um,
Yeah. So
I
they're
want to
all
make sure that
skits.
men
Yeah.
look friendly, and that's not going to happen if you just suddenly hold a man's hand.
Yeah.
So we handpicked every single person that was going to be
And you
there.
told them before.
We told them
Yeah.
before, and we said, "Hey, can you react in this particular way?" For example, there's a section of the video where I said, "I'm going to point in that direction. Maybe we can look at
Yeah.
there together."
Yeah.
So every reaction
I
was
saw
slightly
that
different.
one. Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah,
majority
because
were
some of these
pranks.
guys were also like they were quite, well built
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my God, I can't imagine like,
this is not going to go well.
yeah, I was just like, oh no, they're gonna turn around. Like, yeah.
I'm
My
actually,
brother's quite a beefed up guy as well. I was like, he'd have a laugh doing stuff like that.
yeah,
But I can imagine someone getting,
a little bit wound up
yeah,
about
a
it.
little bit like, who are you and why are you touching me? And
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the beauty of controlling the narrative. Like, for instance,
Mm,
if I did that for the collaboration, then it might make the event look bad.
yeah.
Whereas if I can control the narrative,
Yes.
then that's a completely different advert for the company I'm
You know
working with.
what? Thank you so much for being so honest. I love
Sure.
that because it's true. It's true, and it applies to so many accounts that we're seeing.
Hmm.
And then people are same thing with what we say like for women, like the filters and how they look and how
Hmm.
and it's all not true. Like everyone, you can't believe everything you see on social media.
No, but
Yeah,
still entertained. You're
yeah.
still entertained, so that's the main
That's
thing.
that's the point. Just but if you've got to look at it for that.
Hmm.
Like I'm being entertained now. It's like I'm watching any show. I'm relaxing, but I shouldn't take this to heart. As in, like,
And that's to loop
yeah,
it back to the business owners. That's what you're fighting against. You're
mm,
fighting against the guy who's faked an entire video
mm,
with every single person in the video being like a paid actor. They're not actually paid.
mm.
Should probably start paying them at some point. Um, but yeah, that's what you're fighting
Mm.
against. So you have to be insane.
Yeah.
I have a system that I use for every single like viral video that I make. I'm actually making a YouTube video on
Mm.
this right now. And is I mean, most important part of the whole video is the hook. If
Hmm.
nobody watches past the first 2 to 3 seconds of your video, the
Yeah.
video is pointless. It could be the most
Mm.
incredible video in the world, but no one's going to watch it, so no one
Mm.
cares. And after the hook, the most important thing is to keep raising the stakes, making it like something's about to happen, but just delay it as long as possible.
Mm.
And if you could just like raise the stakes, make it really dangerous. Whether made an example in one of the last videos. If you're, let's just say you were, there's a guy standing here and another person walking towards that guy, but that person walking towards that guy is not looking in his direction. It makes it a lot more interesting because you're now about to see him bump into him, and there's going to be a reaction. If you want to raise the stakes, then maybe you give that guy a hot cup of coffee
Mm.
and he's still not looking. But oh my
And
God,
then
this is now even more
yeah.
dangerous. He might even spill his coffee. What else is going to
Yeah.
happen?
The
What
suspense.
if that guy had a white t-shirt instead of black t-shirt? So now he's going to be even more pissed because he's got a white t-shirt, which is about to be ruined by some hot coffee. So you keep raising the stakes, and
Oh.
like the more you control the narrative, the more views you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And what you also want to start reverse engineering. What are people going to talk about in the comment section? For instance, one of the things that you'll see commonly in my videos, I usually wear pink running trainers in my videos because I've noticed from one of the other 10 videos, people hated it. People in the comment section were like, why is this guy wearing running trainers?
Yeah.
So, like, perfect, bingo. That's what we're talking about, which means
Yeah.
that in the future videos, I'll give people ammunition to hate on that again.
Yeah. But you see, you have to be really secure with yourself to be like that, because a lot of people are like, I only want love, and they get
Mm,
really upset. I don't know if you follow Lars Peterson, whose stage name, Insta name is Urban Runner Denmark. So he's really good. You've got to follow him. He's really cool. He's
cool.
also been a guest at this hotel, and he's been on Hotel Talk. And he's in his 50s, and he's like a really fit guy,
Mm,
and he mainly posts funny content. And also, like, you started off with gym stuff and
mm,
running, and then it went to funny. And he's like, you know what? I get like anyone, like some comments aren't very nice. And he's like, I try for it not to bother me, but I'd be lying if I said, oh, 100% doesn't bother me. He goes,
mm,
it does. And then he said, you know what? And then I realized if I'm in my 50s and it can bother me and I'm logical and I'm like, who cares?
mm,
Imagine if I was 15. Like, imagine
mm,
I was 15, I wasn't so secure. If I wasn't, or if I did care more about what people think. He's like, it's an issue. So he's like, and he also said that no one, he feels like telling them, I think he's written to them, would you say it to my face? Like,
mm,
would you say that comment to my face? We're all sitting in a room,
mm,
the 10 people have been rude. Would you actually come out with it? He's like, no, they're doing it from the comfort of their home, behind their screen, anonymous, fake accounts sometimes. But kids are not that strong. And
mm.
that's the problem. And you are quite strong then to take it and actually want that, knowing that that's your business model. Whereas for a lot of other people, really they just want the love.
Well, if you're going to
Yeah.
take the risk of being on a platform, you have to practice disassociation.
Mm.
And again, for example, I might if I meet if somebody stops me in the supermarket and say, "Oh, you're that guy that pranks videos," as far as they know, all I do is just like steal people's weights all day.
Yeah.
That's who I am to them, which is like what I guess I
Very
have to live with.
worthwhile career. I mean,
Thank you, but
you
they also
know,
don't know that maybe I'm a business person who consults
yeah,
for tech companies.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
completely
Or
different
that you're
thing.
just, yeah, a person
I'm just a
that
person,
lives
exactly.
outside of a gym or anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, but you do have to live by that
Yeah.
brand on that account. I
Yeah.
wouldn't post business content on my
Yeah.
Life of Kamal channel.
Mm-hmm.
So and about the comment section, if you don't have haters in your comment section, then you're playing it too safe.
Mm.
Because you have like 80% of the comments in the comment section should probably be striking comments.
Yeah.
People that are maybe upset about something,
Mm.
unless it's a very wholesome video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, someone did say I looked 90 the other day. I thought that was very nice of them. I said I've been called a lot of things in my life, but being 90 is not usually one of them. But there you go.
You do not look 90. On the topic of the age, there's actually I was speaking to one of the creators, and she said something very similar. I can't remember. This was like 2 years ago now. Um, and she looks pretty young for her age. I think she was about 40.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but
I'm
so
like, so old. No.
so she was about 40, but she knew that people get. She said something in a video which was like, um, most people tell me that I look 25, and she knew that wasn't true, but
Yeah.
she knew that was gonna make people very upset in the comment section. Be like, no, you look old as fuck. Like you do not
Yeah.
look. So that's like another way that you can
Yeah.
control the
Yeah.
narrative. Think
Yeah.
about reverse engineer. What are people going to say in the comment
Yeah.
section before you post the video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is funny. I know, and people just love sharing their opinions. I think they feel so starved of not
Not
being
being heard,
seen
maybe.
and not
Yeah.
being heard. So they just can't wait to get online and be like, you know.
Mm.
And I always find,
I love it when
um,
you get paragraphs. Like
oh
somebody
God, it's
dedicated
so
10
funny.
minutes
Yeah,
to write something out with spelling mistakes most of the time as well, to really hate on you. And then you
I
respond
know,
with one word and then they get even more wound up.
I
That's
know.
another little trick. If someone's really angry at you in the comment section, just make them more angry. And then just keep asking open-ended questions until you just get them in this dialogue that they don't even want to be in, and they're just seething. And at the end, obviously, if you can make them turn them into a friend and a follower, even better.
Yeah,
But it's another like dark secret about comment sections. Usually, if you read any of my comments, I'm just winding people up all day, and they just in this dialogue they don't want to be in, and then they drag more people into it.
yeah, it
So,
is. It's quite. I know. Yeah, but I was saying someone else the other day that like it's quite nice when people do comment openly and then you have the chance to respond.
mm,
Like we had a I've said it before on this podcast, but we had a party in one of our restaurants for Carnival, and it was just after the Ukraine war had broken out. So obviously I posted about that, and then I got the comment, "How can you be celebrating when there's a war
mm.
in the world and aren't you ashamed of yourself?" And blah, 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 blah. But I was like, you know what? And my husband was so upset, but I was like, this is great. Like they at least they've said it openly and then I have
Mm.
the chance to respond. So I wrote back and I was like, actually there's 17 wars on at the moment. And I have to
Why did you pick that one?
and I am so upset about this war and I think it's horrific. However, I have to run a business and I have to, I have to run businesses and this is one of our businesses and I have to protect the staff that work here
Mm,
and try and still make as much revenue as possible so I can pay all these people so they can support their families.
mm,
And in our culture, we have carnival. This is something that's done annually. It did happen to be at this time, but this is what we're doing. And actually, I was shocked because I was waiting for yeah,
the
but,
backlash.
and then they wrote back, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much for explaining it. Like, we've
Mm.
completely understood that and thanks." And I was like, wow, that was it. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I think a lot of the time people are just angry at the wrong people.
Yeah.
Like you see it with protests all the time. People will just
Mm,
glue themselves to the floor or throw paint at the art. Who are
mm,
you mad at? Why are
yes.
you doing this to people who don't deserve?
Yeah.
Like why don't you just stand outside? If you're mad at, I don't know, the government, go stand outside the House of Parliament
Yeah.
and just don't let them out until they hear you
Yeah.
out. Instead of stopping people from driving to work in the morning.
Exactly.
And I don't know. People just need a reason to be upset sometimes.
Mm.
And I think if more people maybe journaled, they'd have a lot less negative stuff to say. But then at the same time, I wouldn't get the comments if that was the case.
Yeah.
So
It's so interesting. So, what's the end goal? Like,
I don't
where
know.
are you heading? Like,
We're
who
just we're
knows?
just we're just figuring it all out.
I love it.
Yeah,
Amazing. So
I
you're
think
traveling, you travel all over the world for your consultancy.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I still haven't found my feet with one location I want to be in. I
Mm-hmm.
really loved New Jersey. Really loved Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed Dubai, but it's a little bit too hot in the summer.
Yeah.
Enjoyed Cyprus. I moved out to North Cyprus, which was
Mm-hmm.
oh my god. Luckily the place I was staying in was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a company called Adam Holidays. They hooked me up with a beautiful property. The resort was perfect. There was like a gym there, ice bath, sauna. Barbara was 2 minutes away. Every restaurant you could possibly think of. Amazing place. My issue with it was that it was just a little bit too slow.
Mm.
The pace of life was a little bit too slow, and I really missed the stimulating conversations
Yeah.
that you would have in London or Manchester or Dubai.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I still haven't found my feet, but I do
Yeah.
love the freedom of most of the time, apart from having a base in Ipswich and I guess Cyprus sometimes, I would just travel around the world. Maybe I'd stay in Airbnb for a month here, Airbnb for a month there, and I really love that.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think more and more people are doing that, like this nomad life. But
mm,
if you can, why not? Don't get
exactly.
bored and get to see different cultures. And now's the time you don't have kids, and
Mm,
this is the time to
well,
do
you
it.
can for sure.
Yeah, because you can't, like,
If someone,
believe me.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm like, I went to Thailand. We have a Thai restaurant that you must try. It's delicious, and the whole team are from Thailand here.
brilliant,
It's amazing.
native.
And I went there when I decided to open a Thai restaurant to do the research and to get all of even these guys,
What are they?
from coconuts, the little monkeys. So everything, all the decor,
This is epic.
yeah, everything was bought in Thailand. I haggled for it myself. But no one
Didn't
can
it cost you
believe.
like 4 pence?
Yeah, no, these definitely. But then I bought like real antiques and
Right.
everything. You've got to go see the restaurant. All the handles are antique Thai things. We've got massive Buddha. It's amazing. But I did all of it in 3 days. And people come into the restaurant and they're like, wow, the design. And yeah, how long does it take to source all the things? I'm like, 3 days. And they're like, what? And I'm like, look, I've got kids. Like I could not. I mean, I left the house. My eldest
You went to
daughter
Thailand
was
for 3 days.
nearly fainting. She was like, don't leave. And I had to like leave. I felt sick. I thought I was going to get on the plane.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, I think I've got a virus. And my husband's like, you're just fine. Get out. You'll be okay. And yeah,
You did
so
it.
that's with kids. So enjoy the month now. Nice hotels and
Damn.
travel. And
Three
yeah,
days in Thailand. That must have been
yeah,
chaos.
it was chaos.
Did you
The
get?
good thing was I wasn't jet lagged at all because I just didn't sleep when I came back. So
That's a bonus. What
yeah,
life hack?
yeah, it was fine. I came back and was doing the school runs and everything was okay.
Brilliant. I
Yeah.
think you know what. There's a lot to be said for when you go to Thai restaurants or Chinese restaurant, whatever. You want to feel like there's people that are
Yes.
native from there. If I don't
Yes.
hear an accent, then I'm walking out because I don't feel like
True.
it's going to be cooked the same if it's like an American accent or a British
But that's
accent.
the problem because then it's the front of house staff that maybe aren't from that country serving, but
If I
then
see in the kitchen in the background
mm,
there's an Asian chef, we're
yeah,
good.
exactly. That's why our Thai chef comes out every night to walk around the tables and
Nice.
introduce herself and have a chat with everyone.
Good
Because
touch.
then people are like, oh, yeah, it is Thai food. Like,
Perfect. Maybe a
yeah,
picture of the head chef as well on the front somewhere.
could do.
Yeah,
I
on
don't know if it
social
would go
media.
with our decor, but yeah, social media, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, lots to talk about. Favorite quotes. I
Oh
ask
my God.
everyone
I have
this
a list.
question. Oh, please shoot them over.
Okay, this is the entire list. I do this thing
Wow.
where even if like one of my friends says a quote that I really like, I'll
Yes,
literally put it on.
I
Sometimes
do
I
that
date it.
sometimes
Do
as
you?
well because I get annoyed when I can't remember.
I'm gonna give you my
Yeah.
top five, which is gonna be hard because there's about 100 here.
Okay. Go for it. I'll sip my tea while you fire out all of them.
Oh my God, they're all so good. How do I pick?
Mm,
Just tell me when to stop.
it's tough. Tell us.
Okay, so the mouse dies in a mousetrap because it doesn't understand why the cheese is free. How good is that?
Who said that? I think I have heard that. Who
Kamal,
said that?
Kamal said that.
No,
I'm
come on.
claiming it. I actually don't know. I just took a screenshot of this one. It didn't have an artist, an author underneath it. The one that I love the most though, I think, is
I think it was from that. Oh, the book? Who moved the cheese? Did
that
you
would
read
make
that book?
sense. No, but I've seen the picture of the book
Yes,
that he's
you
looking
must
at.
read the book. It's super small,
Yeah,
and there's a reason why it was,
I feel like
sold
I've taken away
multi-millions.
the gem from it, so we don't need to read it anymore. This is the only quote that matters.
No, no, I like it. I like it. Come on, tell
What's
us
what's
another.
what's it called? What's the book called?
Um, who 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 moves
Move. My cheese.
my cheese? I
Got it.
think it's that.
It's on the list.
Hmm.
Uh, no matter no matter how great the talent or efforts, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. That's Warren Buffett.
I love that.
It's good, right?
Yes,
Something do really just take time. I'll give you one more.
come on, drum roll.
They're also good. Okay. I think this is an important one to remind yourself as well.
Yeah.
The grass is green wherever you water it. Like, and watching your neighbor's garden or your neighbor water their garden is not going to make yours any greener.
Yes.
So just choose where you want to
Yeah.
water your grass.
I love that. I always say that the grass is greener. When the grass is green on the other side, it's often fake.
Mm,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I love the grass ones.
don't always look over and say, oh, but yeah, that's my motto. Only compete with yourself.
Hmm.
Screw what everyone else is doing. It's irrelevant.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
every year, I'm like, I want to be better than I was last year,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's my aim constantly. I want to do better than
It's a,
me
it's a good way
last
to
year.
gamify your life as well.
Yeah.
Recently, the concept I've been working on in my head this year is like I see every week of the year as a new level,
Mm.
which creates a like an assumption that every week I have to get better. And
Yes.
I keep track of, so I have a notes tab on my phone, which is like what are the 3 wins from last week, what are going
Yeah.
to be the 3 wins for the week ahead, and it just
Oh, I
keeps me
like
really
that. I
accountable
do
to
that
myself.
every day.
Yeah,
But that's quite nice to do it for the week. So if you if you do have a crappy day, you don't have to concentrate on it.
exactly.
But you've always got 3 wins, and I try and my kids, the older ones at least, the 5-year-old's still young, but before they sleep, I'm like, tell me 3 things you're happy about today.
Love that.
And I don't always focus on the next day because maybe they're a bit worried about tests or school but
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, tell me 3 things you were happy about today. And they can always find them. And I'm like, great, we're going to sleep on that note.
Nice. Bit of
Yeah.
gratitude before the
Yeah.
day ends.
Yeah.
Love that.
And just to cultivate that positive thinking, because
What a
I
beautiful thing
think,
to do to your children at such a
yeah.
nice young
Oh,
age.
thanks. But yeah, that's my aim as a mummy, just to watch them grow, but give them that
What's your biggest tip?
fertilizer. So
What's your biggest tip to new parents?
to new parents, my biggest tip would be to trust your instincts. Like, you are their mummy or daddy. They're your babies. And there's so much out there. People saying, do this, do that, feed them this, da, da, da. But like deep down, like you look at them, you hold them. And if you're really in touch with yourself, you know intuitively, and just follow your instincts. Be the best version of yourself. So you lead by example, and know that, I mean, that's a famous quote by Khalil Gibran, who's Lebanese as well. But yeah, they're only lent to you. They're not yours. So don't.
They're lent to you.
They're lent to you. So don't. I think the biggest mistake people do is they'll say, I wanted to be a pianist. I wanted to have a great body. I wanted to be an accountant. I wanted to be form captain. And we then precariously, like, we live our life
For
through our
them. Hmm.
children, wanting the best for them, but thinking they need that because I
Mm.
wanted it. But they
It's
don't.
a brand new canvas.
It's brand new and it's their life. And so they might not want what you want. They might
Mm.
not care about piano. They might not want to be a gymnast or have the perfect body. They might. So it's just interesting to watch and just to keep reminding yourself, step back and watch
Hmm.
and let them teach you, because they're going to teach you so much. And tell them that, like, I'm learning because of you. Like, we're learning together.
Love
I'm
that.
not perfect, but I'm doing my best. And I'm here for you and I love you unconditionally. And
Mm.
that's the most important thing. I always tell my kids, like, whatever you do, I love you. I'm here for you. And I can't wait to see what you do, what you want to be, what you become. And you show me, because it's not for me to tell them, do this, do that. But of course, we have opinions. Of course, but it's, yeah, biting your tongue and just like letting them
Mm.
share and find their way.
Love that.
Um,
Not
yeah.
speaking words over them, and I guess it's your first time for kids watching this. It's your parents' first time being a parent too.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out at the same time.
And they're doing the best they can.
Mm.
Like, so I think also for adults, because a lot of us, we spent our whole life getting over our childhood.
Mm.
However great our childhood was, we're the way we are because of those first, actually even 7 years. That's in
Hmm.
our subconscious, and we spent our whole life like trying to. And people get married, they get divorced, they get
Mm.
remarried, they become grandparents, and they might be 80 years old and they're still that 8-year-old.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, you got to
and
treat that inner child before it gets too late, huh?
and yeah, so you just have to just kind of understand, where did your parents come from, forgive them for
Yeah, why they do
anything
certain things.
that they,
What's the
felt.
worst parenting advice you've ever received?
I think it was probably practical advice, like on, bottle feed your kids, or they need to eat meat, or, yeah, give them ham at the age of 8 months, or stuff like that. Nutrition wise, that's what actually propelled me into becoming vegan,
Are you
because
vegan?
yeah,
Oh, cool.
and I was just bombarded with just a load of
Do you
rubbish.
miss it? Do you miss meat?
No, I haven't eaten meat now in like 20 years.
Wow. Do you
No,
think you ever will?
no, I don't think so, because I don't think about the taste. And if I want the taste, there's so many products now that taste like meat.
Mm.
I can't look at meat without like almost hearing the screams of the animals.
Really? That's what goes
Yeah,
through your head.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when you walk
So
past a steakhouse, do you have to like
yeah, nearly. I actually feel
really?
sick. Yeah, I really feel, because I don't see a piece of meat. I see an animal who cried and who didn't want to die. You laugh, but that's it. That's what I see.
That's true. I mean,
And so,
there's nice ways of ending an animal's life as well,
or
but
not. Can you think of any way of killing someone who doesn't want to die?
heroin, they'll die happy.
Optional. I mean, I still wouldn't want to die with heroin.
No, you wouldn't want to, but once it's in your system, then you're the happiest. You like the most euphoric. Doesn't
Yeah.
your brain release what is it, DMT when you die? Like when you're born and when you die. So you literally your body makes you really high before you
Well,
if you naturally die,
I
of
think
course.
from the studies I've seen on definitely on animals, no, they release a hell of a lot of adrenaline because they know they're going to die,
Mm,
and I mean, it's a British expression, isn't there? Like someone screams or shouts a lot, they say, "Oh, he was screaming like a pig to slaughter."
mm. Well, that's the
They
thing, right?
know.
They know they're gonna die. I think
So
there's
and then
probably a
all
better
that
way.
spike of adrenaline, and you're eating it, so it's
I
also
have heard that. Apparently, it
not
doesn't ruin the meat.
yeah, it's pretty crap for you. And just not good for your own hormone level. So yeah, anyway, it's not a vegan podcast. We could go into this, but yeah, I think that was the shittiest advice I got as a parent. I think
What's the worst business advice you've ever had?
worst business advice. Good question. Hmm.
We've just swapped
Yeah,
the
we've just
podcast. Should we
swapped.
swap places?
Yeah. I know that would be my good side as well. I always think I should be licking that one. Yeah, worst business advice. Um, I think I've had a lot of advice or expectations to kind of sit on a perch a bit, or as a woman, be not as vocal, or yeah, I'd say that, or just be happy with things as they are,
Mm.
or um,
Wow, how
yeah,
limiting. Love
yeah,
that.
super limiting. So I'd say that's probably my big F off
Mm.
in not doing that.
Like
Or
that. Looks
yeah,
like you went completely up. Now you have a podcast.
yes,
Literally
yes,
trying to be as loud as possible.
yes. I'm quite a loud person. I quite like talking. So
Love that.
no, yeah, I'd say that. Um,
The worst advice I've
mm,
probably ever received was to diversify. And it wasn't, I don't think it was from a person, it was just from the media that I was consuming. I just saw
yeah,
like all these business people, they have so many things going on.
yes.
And I was like, oh, I should probably have so many things going on as well. But the truth is, it's like
But I always see people saying like, actually, no, solidify. Is that the word?
niche
No,
down, yeah,
not. Yeah, yeah.
focus.
Yeah. Focus. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I clearly consumed
Or
the wrong kind of content initially.
or maybe it's just maybe we need the balance. Maybe you're just very focused. So they were like, why don't you diversify a bit? And me, I'm the opposite. I'm like spread out in 100 different things and
Yeah.
platforms.
I
People are
have
like, don't you want to focus?
I have this drawing that really stood out to me. I saw
Mm,
it once, and ever since then, I was like, okay, I need to focus on one thing. Luckily, I saw it quite early on in my journey. I'll draw it for you now.
yeah.
So, guys, if you're watching this, if you're not watching this, you're listening to this, then switch to the
So two
virtual. There's
circles.
two circles, and I'm just going to draw like or yeah, eight
Yeah.
little lines from one
Lines, little
circle.
antennas coming out of each
They're
circle.
about 0.5 centimeters each, right?
Oh, okay. Wow, we're
Versus
getting
like
into maths now.
versus
Okay.
this. So like you can either spread your focus and get this far in each business, or you can
Yeah.
just put your focus into one and get much
One.
further.
Yeah.
I think initially it's really important to niche
Or
down.
I'll be like, give me that. So this is
Here we
like
go.
my philosophy. So, or have that, and then something goes vroom, and then it goes even further. Because then
Yeah.
you might get that, or this one could even get lower.
So
And then
I agree.
that's my
However,
thing.
only
Because
after
something sticks
I think there
somewhere.
should be one thing that you do focus on though. Like personally, I found in my growth, whenever I focused on one business for let's just say even if it was just for 3 months,
Mm,
and I like for content, for example, at the start of this year, I made a commitment that I'll get to. I wanted to get to 100 million views as
mm,
fast as possible before the end of the year.
mm-hmm.
Luckily, I've achieved that already by
Yeah.
3 months
June.
into the year.
Yeah.
3 months into the year.
Okay.
Um, and that was from like focusing on that and not focusing on growing my marketing agency or anything to do with the gym or anything else. Like I've put everything else
Mm,
on pretty much pause.
yeah.
The teams were running everything, and my focus was trying to
Yeah.
figure out the content
Yeah.
game. And I would have never done that, and never would have opened up the collaborations that I'm now doing, or
Mm,
the business partnerships that I've developed as a result of doing that. Unless it was that one thing, because my trajectory was very slow with content, and it just exploded as soon as I put
yeah.
focus.
And becoming the best at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't have to be forever, but I
yeah.
think for anyone watching, like, you feel like you're not getting. I mean, look at what's working. Obviously, like
And
if
if
you
you love what you do, like just find what you love, and then you just got to do better at it. So
sure,
rather
yeah,
than doing that's another quote I love by Matthew McConaughey, which is
find what
uh,
you love, and you won't work a day in your
no,
life.
my dad says that as well.
Really?
But no, um, uh, I'm good at everything I love, but I don't always love everything I'm good at.
That's a good one.
So like there might be all of these things you're good at them, but which one is the one you love? And that's the one that's going there.
Yeah,
So if you just focus on that, if you spend time and find that from the beginning and only do that, you're gonna, yeah,
I'm gonna loop this back around to content
yeah,
because that's you. We live in such a beautiful age right now where you can do what you love, and as
yeah,
long as you document it
yeah,
well, then
yes,
you will still make money from it. That
yeah,
you would have seen, maybe you would have seen these videos as well. There's a guy, there's a few of them now, but there's a guy going around in America and he just cleans people's houses. Like
mm,
cuts their grass, trims everything up. He does it for free, but he documents it. He puts it on his TikTok and YouTube, and he makes money from social media. But he does a good thing for
For
people,
people.
old people that can't cut their own grass anymore.
Yeah.
But he does it for free for them, and it's beautiful because he loves cutting grass, and he's getting compensated for it very well for social media, and he does a good thing as well. So if
Yeah,
there's anything that you love doing, find a way
exactly.
to put it online, and you'll be fine.
What a brilliant way to close. But we're not closing because this is Hotel Talk
Oh my
and
god.
we are part of a hotel. And all our team at St. Raphael Resort get to ask a question, pop it in this
That's a brilliant idea.
well, I always want to say crystal ball from the thing of the 90s in England, but you probably don't
I like the
know about
glass.
that. But yeah, crystal bowl. And then you get to pick one out and let's see what you got. What's the question?
What's the most unexpected skill that you have?
Oh,
Wow. Do we want the serious answer or do we want the lame answer?
both.
No, I have neither. Let's see. Unexpected skill. Hmm.
Is it something in the gym? I'd imagine. Like
Let's
you
think.
can lift X amount of weights.
No, I'm not that strong actually. Uh, what's the most? That's such a good. I don't know. I think
It's a tough one.
it's a tough one. I guess you said skill rather than talent. Like it's
Yeah.
something that you've developed. Maybe doing card tricks.
Card tricks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was at college, the first book I've ever read was called The Game. Have you read that book?
No.
There's no reason for why you should,
Okay.
but it's a book on pickup artists, and I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with it because it was a guy who was a really lame journalist. It was this bald guy who had nothing going for him.
Mm.
It's a story about how he met the secret society of other pickup artists, and because he sucked at talking to women, he met this guy, and they just introduced him to this world. Anyway, one of the ways that
Like pick up artists, I mean pick up women.
literally their whole business was trying to teach guys how to pick up women, how to
Okay.
like approach women, how to speak to them,
Okay.
social dynamics, behavioral psychology,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. Which is kind of marketing anyway as well, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so one of the chapters was about card tricks, and I was like, oh, this seems like a very easy, like snappy way I can learn how to do something. And then I've revisited that book when I went into college, and I remember being like, well, I suck at talking to girls, but maybe I can just learn how to play card games instead.
And then I go,
Uh,
wow. Did
yeah,
it
yeah,
work? Tell us the truth.
yeah. No, it failed miserably for the first like maybe month of doing it, but you do get better for sure. I remember
Okay.
when we went to like
Like,
when
do you ever go to a bar and get lucky because of your card tricks? Like, yes, it works.
I did actually, but not lucky in the way that you're thinking. I remember we couldn't afford our tickets. I was with my friend in Norwich.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford tickets back on the train. We're pretty poor back then. And I did a card trick, and I said, if I guess your card right, then you owe me £20 or something, whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
And I got the guy's card right, a guy, not even a girl, and he gave us £20, and we managed to afford the tickets back to Ipswich. Yeah, so it came
Amazing.
in useful a few times.
There you go. Well, that's pretty good. I like
Card
it.
tricks.
Card
Do I now write
tricks.
down a question for the next person?
No, I don't do that, but you can. It would be nice. Maybe we'll start.
I'll think of something.
Okay. Thank you so much. Kamal, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for this impromptu podcast.
I
This was
love it.
awesome.
It was really fun. Really fun. And I wish you all the best. Keep making us laugh with all your funny videos and content.
I appreciate it.
And we hope to welcome you back at St. Raphael Resort soon.
Looking forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you gonna keep the name, or are you gonna change it to Hot Talk?
Yeah, that we'll see. We'll see.
Guys, can you comment or send all of us what you think?
Yeah, shall we keep the name Hotel Talk? Do you think it's only about hotels? Because obviously it isn't.
Yeah, we haven't actually said much about hotels, did we?
Nothing.
Hot Talk.
Yeah.
Please change it to Hot Talk.
But you said you like, always something's in there. You said you like St. Raphael. Other people might say they've studied. There's always something about a hotel we'll get in.
Yeah.
Everyone has a hotel story.
Everyone has a hotel
Everyone
story.
has a hotel story. That's what connects us all.
That should be the blurb underneath.
Yes.
Everyone has a hotel story.
Everyone has a hotel
Love
story.
that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps us more than you may realize. If you are planning on coming to visit us at St. Raphael Resort and Marina, feel free to email our reservations team quoting Hotel Talk and receive an exclusive offer just for you. We look forward to seeing you soon. hearing your feedback about our show, and producing many, many more interesting episodes just for you, our listener, and our valued guest in mind. Thank you so much, and take care.